Okay, hi. My name is Calcines, and as part of the Navaltech University and also Calus Micro Company, we'd like to introduce you to our new videos toward crafts and art for young generations to get interested in toward NASA's and robotics too as well. So right now, if you received a brown bag that is a kit, congratulations on the kit, and now that will proceed on to how you assemble these amazing robotics and NASA related arts and crafts right now. So in your bag, it does contain some of the items which these ones you did not have. I'm gonna move these aside. And that's that. Okay, now so on your bag you have received, for some of these ones, you have a colorful straw, which is this guy right here, which is made out of cardboard. So you have the straw, only one. You have one plastic straw too as well with a bendy. Then you have 4 colored bendy straws too as well. So you received that one. You did not receive these wooden skewers or the wood sticks yet because I did not include that. You receive 4 strings right here. So that comes with it. 1 piece of paper, 4 beads, and 1 cup. And also you receive as a NASA Galaxy pinwheel design. So this is the one you receive, and that will explain that how you cut that one and how you puncture the holes into it, or add holes into it, anyways. For example. So let's begin right now. And also, if you want to continue, if you want to like use these kit as well, I will include these ones in the website onto my business website. I did give you my information right away on that. You took pictures of it, and after you can actually continue to look into the website, and you'll have fun with the with your students. So and after, what you need on your side too is you need tape. You need a pencil sharpener, or if you have electric pencil sharpener too as well, either way, because you need to sharpen a pencil at a sharp point, very sharp. And then you need a center hole puncher, which is a single ones. This is the only individuals you need to use. Don't use the big ones because it's not gonna fit on this paper. You need some scissors, little kid scissors, and some wood stick or a skewers, a barbecue grill skewer, so, or a skinny little stick that is able to actually go through the straw inside, which I'll show you guys next. Okay, so the first one right now, as you can see on the screen, is the straw rocket launcher. So the rocket launcher is basically a NASA vehicle that is being used in aerodynamics and also being used into space, where you launch the rocket up into space, but at the end of it, which is this guy right here at the tip, where it stores either the pilots, the crew, and or supplies, and it will launch itself up into space, and it'll go into a space station where NASA have their space station, satellites, or any other station that is orbiting around the Earth. So what you have is that you need to get this rocket launcher, as you need the cardboard straw, which is this one, and you need is just 1 bendy straw and 1 piece of paper. That's it. So that's all you need. And from here, on this cardboard straw, you notice on here in the picture right here, it has a sharp tip. But on this one, all you need to do is over here on this camera, is all you do is go at the tip of it, pinch it about a quarter or a few 5 millimeters down below here, or onto a width of your thumb. Pinch it until you make a bent at the tip. Bend it over until you create a finer tip on the end of it. So that'll be your point, and that way it'll create a pressure. That way, once you blow air, the only way it'll do is it'll create pressure. It'll push the straw upward. Next one is this one right here, the straw, the bendy one with the plastic, and all you do is just maneuver it back and forth into the straw so that way it'll fit snugly inside of it. If you have a hard time trying to get inside of the straw, don't worry, just be patient. It will slide in right away, and that way you just slide it into it. So it does take a while for me to actually maneuver it. But if it doesn't fit into it, don't worry. If you have a pencil, all you need to do is just maneuver it around, make the hole a little more bigger, so it'll just be snug. Then you do the same thing again. Now you got to insert the straw inside of it. That way you'll have the rocket launcher inserted. So make sure you have a pencil sharpened so you have a point, and that'll be your tools to actually just make your diameter bigger. Okay, there we go. So we got this one. Now we just need is one piece of paper that I gave you. You have the option of making it into a 4 fins or 3 fins. So on this picture right here, on the image, you notice we have 4 fins, but most of the time they do include is 3 fins, so that way it'll fly upward directly. So what we can do is I can do 3 fins today, or maybe I can do 4, so I can just eyeball it. So we have 1, 2. I'm just making 4 fins, because that way you know that 4 fins can actually fit into here, or 3 papers too as well. And there you go, 3 fins. Once you get that one, you need is tape, and all you just need is a few inches above it. So about this small. Set aside so that way you can actually use that for your next fin. So I'm just gonna repeat it for these ones. Just a small amount. You don't need a bigger one because that way, because the tape is already sticky enough to actually hold your fins down. Oops, combine both of them together. There we go. There we go. And all you have to do is add it at the end of it, at the edge, like a fraction. Add to the end of it. That's it. And I'll just apply onto the straw. That's it. And that's that. You just roll it, and it'll stay onto the straw right away. And there you go. There's your fin. So that's 1 down, and let's go do the other 4. And make sure you eyeball it so that way you know where the fins are located, and know where your fin's gonna be attached to right away. There we go. I got 2 down. 2 more to go. But if you get stuck, don't worry. If you have a teacher or an adult, you can actually have them help you out, and that way you can actually have them eyeball the fin for you. So that way, if you have a hard time getting it taped onto, there we go. And I kind of not measure. Let's see. Should be easy to peel off of the tape, so that way it won't be stuck on your rocket. There you go, and that's it. And now you have 4 straws. If it's not really making out 4 wings, that way, don't worry, you can have tape. All you just do is just add a little small amount, just a small one, so now you can actually make the fins make the fins straighter. So what you do is just apply more tape here. Take that out. There we go. Because that way you actually have a fin going outward instead of inward like this one, for example. So just gonna apply one more tape up here. Grab this little guy, and there we go. Voila! So now you have a 4 straight fins, and then what you can do is shoot it straight upward, and then it'll launch itself. So now you have your own homemade and handcrafted rocket launcher. So, okay, on to the next one. Now then, the next one is the pinwheel. And for your pinwheel, all you have is just the paper that is printed out with a galaxy or the solar system that is swirled around. And you notice that on your paper, you have these little dots. You have these little white dots. That's the indication of the center punch holder, which you need a single one right here. Oops, single one. And all you do is center punch all these in one at a time. That's it. And there's one in the center too as well, but I'm not worried about that one because that one's just optional if you want to add a stability on your windmill or your pinwheel. Now then, with your scissors, you just cut along the edges right here, along the edges. So we can start on that one, on the rectangle. And once you get that one, it should look like this on the pinwheel. It should come out like a octagonal shape, or hexagonal shape. Sorry, hexagon shape. So it'll be along the edges. And again, center punch it on the edges, on the holes where those white dots are at. And you just do is just center punch right away. And you do repeat the whole same process over on the other dots. Once you got that one, you cut the paper right here along. Let's see, this will be easier. You cut the other paper once you finish the hexagonal shape. Now you cut the paper inward, all the way up to the white line. You don't have to cut the whole thing. All you just do is just like add a slice onto it. That's it. You just slicing it through with one scissor. That's it, or just one slice. That's it. All you just cut it through right away. You don't have to like copy the whole white outline. All you just cut a slot. So that's all you have to do for that. Just in case, because all you do is just like make a slot. See, look at mine. All you do is just follow the white line all the way up to the end, and now you gotta just fold it up right away. Once you got that one, all you have to do is, I noticed that I don't have the right material. You're supposed to use the, oh that's right, I'll switch to another one, the image. Whoops. So we have it like this right here. So this is your pinwheel, what it looks like right now. So for your pinwheel, on your holder, I used the wrong one. It shouldn't be using these ones right here, these paper clips right here. These are going to be for the inside hole, but when I tried it out, it wouldn't actually spin. So what you gotta use is a pipe cleaner. The pipe cleaner, it looks like this right here, that has those little fuzzes around the wire. That's what it looks like with those colors. The pipe cleaner is actually another one. It'll be both your pinwheel guide and your handle too as well, so that way it'll spin against the wind. And also too as well, they told me that you have to cut through the center as well, which I found out. I forgot about that too. So you center punch the center as well. So go over here in the middle. You have to struggle to actually get to the center if possible. If not, I'll probably not worry about that too as well. But the reason for the center, I'm not going to worry about that one then. So it's kind of hard to actually get to the center right here. You can actually see there's a white dot. But the reason why is because you have to make it stability. That just stabilize the pinwheel. So for example, yeah, just you can see it on this image. You notice there's a hole punch on the center of the pinwheel, and that way it'll stabilize itself. But right now it should be okay once you add in the weight, or add in the other pin or the other clip. So what you can do is, like, once it's flat, all you do is go to this circles that you cut. You don't have to fold it. All you do is just like bend it. So you're just bending it. All you just bend right here onto the edge. Do the same thing again to bend it, and you overlap it one another, so that it'll create a windmill or a pinwheel. So you just roll it over, roll it onto those holes, so that way you just match it up. Add that, and then I'm gonna use a pencil because I noticed I'm trying to use a pen, it's not working okay. But it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Just as long as if you have a pipe cleaner, you're okay. So let's see, there you go. Then I'm gonna add the last one. The last one's gonna be tricky. If you can actually grab it. If you got it by yourself, that's good. But if not, you need an adult to actually. Yeah, see, this is what happens. If you need an adult, they can help you out and they'll do it for you. They can just attach the last pinwheel or the last paper. So I'm gonna try to like insert mine just a little bit. I'm gonna use the pin just in case. So this was used before, but then I had to take this out because it wasn't working all right. But once you got to this point right here, if you have a pipe cleaner, get to the last one, tie it down, and it should become a pinwheel. And that way it'll spin around and against the wind. Let's see, I'm gonna go try my own. I'm gonna go blow it. There we go. So now it should blow against the wind. But if you want stability, I noticed that you have to punch a hole in the center of this right here, so it'll stabilize itself, so that it'll become much more functional right here against it. And then once it blows against the wind, it will spin against the wind too as well. So yeah, there you go. That's your pinwheel, and best of luck onto it. And then I will answer any questions on the email. If there's anything going wrong with the pinwheel, then I will try to resolve it as soon as possible on this pinwheel. But again, this is your pinwheel kit, and have fun. Okay, last but not least is the robot arm, or the robot hand actually. So this is what it looks like from the robot hand. On the straw, it's on the outside, but I did my straws from the inside because it'll be more stabilized. But this from the outside, it should be okay, because I noticed that if you punch your holes right here in on the straw on this cup, it's okay because it'll give like a stability. For example, I'll show you the other one after this one, but I'll show you the other one outside the straw. So we can do it either way, both options, either from the inside or outside. If you want to do the outside, that'll be the easiest way to go for you. So that way it'll be easy for you. So right now we're gonna tape up 4 straws onto it. I'm gonna add a straw. So we just need a tape again. You can add in either 4 tapes or 8 tapes, because now there'll be one on top and one at the bottom. So for example, I'll show you right now. Let's see here. Okay, now get this cup right here. I'm gonna go against the bendy straw right here. Sorry, I was in the wrong spot. There you go. So I want to point the bendy straw downwards, so that way I don't have to use this part, but I want the sturdy material right here, which is a lot more stiffer right here. And I'm going to apply the tape onto it. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom too as well. Voila. Because that way you have a pin. So you can actually add in either 3 fingers or 4 fingers, but I'm going to show you a demonstration on 4 fingers, because that way you guys can try to use all the straws. But if you want to do 3, that's okay, that's your choice. So I'll apply this again, 4 tapes. Okay, there we go. So now you have is the bendy straw right here. So we're almost there. We got the base and the fingers. And what I'm going to do with my scissors on this right here, we want the straw to bend inward. Like for example, it'll go inside. So we want to snip a hole onto it, but I'm going to go to the opposite direction. So I'm going to bend it sideways against the hole, because I'm going to snip it at the edge of it. At this little corner right here, all you have to do is snip like a little small... Okay. Hi, welcome back. I noticed that when I was editing the video through it, and when we get to the robot hand, I noticed that the straw was not visible to where we actually cut the edge of it, so my apologies on that one. But right now you guys can see the straw right here. So as on the visual, and you can see closer, when I say when you bend it, you have to bend it right here. It'll create a point at the edge of it, so you can actually see it right here. It'll create this end of it. Now that once you do that, you gotta use the scissors, go at the edge of it, and what you can do is just cut a little small fraction of it. So you just gotta trim off the end of it. Doesn't matter what size you want it. Trim it off as much as you can. Now that once that's gone, once you release it, there will be a hole right here. You can see a cut slit hole right here, because you can see. So that way, once you pull the string, it'll pull down and it'll create a finger index right here. So that way, like your fingers, you guys bend it. You can actually have it maneuver around. Same thing with this one too as well with the straw. Once you pull the string with the bead, it'll pull the straw downward, and it'll make that one force. It'll bend it with the index along the finger. So hopefully you will see this again. My apologies on the video. So continue on. Hole, snip it if you can with those scissors. You gotta do it multiple times to play around with it. There we go. Until you make a little tiny slit hole right here. So that way it'll bend inside of it, because that way it'll make a release stress. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the other 4s. So this will take a while again. There we go. Make sure they're at the same height and measurement, or eyeball it as close as possible, because again, it depends on how much big hole you want it on your side. There we go. And then there we go. Okay, voila. So now you have 4 holes on it. Now next one you have is these strings right here. You have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just in case I need 4 of them. It does get a little messy on your string, so it's okay. Then you have these 4 beads. These 4 beads, you gotta insert it right here. Insert the inside of it, and we're gonna tie it up at the end of it. Just one tie, that's it. That way it'll be strong and sturdy at the end of it. So it'll become like this right here. So it'll hold the bead in one place, and also it'll hold the string at the same time. Okay, so we got 1 down, 3 more to go. There we go. And if one of your strings is a little bit more bigger on the inside, don't worry. All you do is just twist it so it'll become like a skinnier thread, and that way it'll make a good point. And once you get to that one, all you do is just like apply pressure inside of it, and that's it. But if you can't do it, don't worry, have an adult help you out, and then that way they'll put the string inside the bead, and that way they'll complete it right away. Okay, here we go. So now we have this one. Now you need an adult for this one to actually help you out. So if you have a skinny stick or a barbecue skewer, it's enough to actually insert it inside the hole of this straw. So you have the string right here. So I'm gonna demonstrate one. So what you're gonna do on this end of the string, you're gonna ball it up right here, because that way you have more material at the end at this ball. Insert into the straw right here, and after that, all you do is apply pressure at the end of it. That's it. And then you just grab it at the end of the straw. There you go. So it's like adding in a cannonball with a water ball, and that's it. And you just pull it, and you got one down. I'm gonna do the rest of the other 4 or the other 3. So again, like a wad ball right here, fold it, and add the end of it right here. Demonstration too. I need to look for a ball. Oh, I think I have ping pong. I can use that one. Okay, have that. Yeah, one more again. But if you don't have a straw or a skewer stick, if your string is strong enough, all you do is apply onto it, and you have to be patient to actually feed it through the straw inside of it. So you just feed it inside of it, slowly and steady. Just be patient, because I know the straw is a little bit longer. Keep going at the end. Keep feeding it until you see at the end of it. And there we go. And yeah, it does take patience, because it does take a long time, because you have a long straw. And all you do is just bend it to get it moving with your hands. And after that, with small amount of pressure, pull the strings at the end of it. And all you do is just pull it. If one's not pulling it, don't worry, apply that one pressure to it as well, that way it'll begin pulling on its own. Because that way you have different areas to actually pull it. And this one's not moving, but it's okay. You just apply pressure. There you go, voila! And now you have your own homemade robot hand. Now from the other ones, from the inside, it'll be sturdier. Same thing again, same principle, but this one it'll be from the inside, it'll have different force. So you just try it from the inside. This one, however, you need it is a pencil, and you apply pressure, so you just go at the end of the edges at the 4 corners, and with the sharp end of it, apply a little force into it. Don't like stab it through, just enough to actually make a hole, and you slowly twist so that way you can actually get the straw fit inside this hole right here, so that way it'll be enough room for it to move into. And at that, once you get that right size, I just apply the straw inside, and it should be nice and snugly inside of it. Nice and snugly. But if you can't get to it, don't worry, have an adult help you out. Use the same pencil again. Apply pressure to make it the hole diameter a little more bigger. And then once you feel the hole's got bigger, now you just insert it, and that's it. And now this will be your guide right here till it'll stop. And same principle again. It's just that it's from the inside. This is from the outside. And there you go. And let me get an object to grab. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have a ping pong right here. I'm going to try out our first model. So your goal is to actually have this robot hand to see if it does grab an object, and that way you can actually grab any type of object to it. So all you do is just like maneuver on above it, and then you have to grab it, and that's it, to grab the ping pong ball. But that's it. Almost close to. Or you got to tilt it sideways, have it grip it, have it push itself inward, and then that's it. I'm trying to look for a bigger object so that we can just grab it. But if you can, you got to use your little Galaxy Solar, and that way it'll just grab down too as well. So that way, when they were on top of it, it'll grab into it. Ah, so close. Voila. Oops. Missed the yellow one too as well. There you go. Close enough. So, but yeah, it should be working the same principle as that one too as well. But if you have any like a stress ball or any like a bigger object size, it will have the ability to actually grab onto it, and that way it'll grab the object right away. So that's all I have for today right now, guys. Congratulations on your first kit. You made your first pinwheel, your robot hand, and your rocket launcher. Play safe, guys, so that these ones are still don't hit anybody else in the face. And then I know there's going to be a little bit more patience, but as long as you be patiently, wait for it to actually build it up from here from the tutorial, you will get to your you'll have all these items right away, just as long as you have patience. And then make sure you have the right tools too as well. Make sure you replace the pinwheel with the cotton swab, or no, the pipe cleaner, so that way it'll be more functional. So you have like one for a handle and one for a support onto it. And make sure to add a hole in the center of it. So I'm trying to figure out how do you center punch the hole, because this one's not big enough to actually go inside the paper. So I do apologize for that one, for guys. So, but again, hope you guys had fun with this one, and all of these will be on the website, and you'll have the list of items right there on your hands and onto the website too as well. So hope you guys have fun, enjoy, and at that, learn and be creative with these objects, and we'll make more activities later on in the long run. So have a good day, everybody else, and bye from Navotech University, from Crown Point Industrial Engineering, and from my business, Kaus Micro Company, for engineering related service. Okay, bye.